we're of course aware of the situation in the mink farms in Denmark, and the Commission and the ECDC are following the situation closely. Mink infections have also been reported in other EU member states and in third countries. I have to stress, though, and this replies to your question, the measures taken in Denmark to cull minks are national competence. But the Commission, of course, welcomes the fact that the EU member states have scaled up their surveillance. As is the case in Denmark, member states are making decisions about measures to be implemented in infected mink farms according to their risk assessment. I would also like to draw your attention to the fact that last Friday, the ECDC has issued a risk assessment relating to the specific issue of minks. And this risk assessment states that the risk to human health by the variants related to mink is low. It also states that the risk of cross-border spread of the virus variants from mink through humans was moderate, and the risk of spread through other animals and animal products was very low. The Commission made contact with the vaccine manufacturers to provide further information that will help assess implications of the mutant strain. And so I would like to keep it at this. Maybe what I could add is that when it comes to animal welfare, obviously, animal welfare is an important priority for the EU. Suffering of animals should be minimized as much as possible. And there are specific rules also in this area which have to be respected. And with this, I give the floor back to you, Eric.
Thank you, Stefan. Lotte, we will come back to the issue of Brexit later. I would like to know whether there are other questions related to minks or to health in general. Lotte, you still have your hand raised. Is it, please only keep it raised if it is a follow-up on minks and the health situation. If it is the case, go ahead.
Yeah, I just have a follow-up because I also read the ECDC risk assessment that came out last week, but in that I couldn't read that, you know, that they stated it was necessary to get rid of all mink. And that is actually my question. So even you say, of course, it's a national decision, but there will be no recommendation in general from the EU side that, you know, the best way to solve this problem is actually to kill them all.
To call them. Stefan.
Yes, thank you very much. Well, as is the case very often in situations like this, we first refer to solid scientific input, which has been given by the ECDC. The ECDC has made this very strong risk assessment, and we invite, obviously, all member states to take this into account when they reflect on the necessary measures that have to be taken. This being said, as I said before, the measure to cull animals is a national competence. We are, of course, monitoring the situation with the member states, and we're following it up closely, but we should not forget that we're talking about national competence here. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Are there other questions for us today on the health issue?